Well, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 245, my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, IVATOPIA, and we just activated the forge. You can see, look at that, wow. And we managed to take out the people defending it. And that's, oh, what's this? Pearl of toxic essence, pulls from the wood itself, moves through you. What's this? What do we have to use it?
Stop, Marauder! Our bodies are dust already. Must you profane holy ground with further violence?
Technically, your dust bodies attacked us, but okay. Flames roar and whip from within the forge. As they rise, the glow washes the room in a gory crimson light.
Did the height of our walls offend you? Did we cross your borders? Sell you weak steel?
No.
Tell us, why did you invade our
And the anger, and through the roaring flame you hear the voice of a tired old man. Oh, don't have that. Hey, there's nothing here but spirits and skeletons. The door was open. But we technically opened it, but still. I think there's Mr. Stanley's place is abandoned. Your halls are rubble and your people dust. Who would stop me? There's nothing but spirits and skeletons.
No, that cannot be. Obsidian wouldn't allow it.
Flames flicker and shudder, and the stones beneath your feet grow suddenly cold.
Wake up, Exandru! This is why Obsidian gave us the White Forge, that we might take up arms and deal with feelings like this.
We already stopped you once. Heat surges once again from the forge, prickling your skin.
Such a magnificent device, and she can only see it as a tool for war. She shames our grandparents, who wandered this continent and...
Quiet, both of you! Can't you feel it? This chill.
Fire cracks and snaps. Crackle and snap.
But you entered our keep and found it abandoned. Ruined. What happened
Guess
to
from the
us?
ghost things. Oh, Lord. Hope you could tell me what. Do you remember? Fudge!
It was strange. They came so suddenly.
I'd never seen anything like them. Twice the size of any ogre, and positively fearless.
Well, what?
They were...
Eyeless. Yet no matter how hard we fought, or how deep we hid, they kept coming.
Were they?
us.
What did they? Why did they attack you? What were they?
Some kind of magfolk, but bigger than
Okay.
any we knew of. We who survived never got close.
They were
Wow.
relentless. Unnaturally so.
Why did they attack you? Oh, I've got to read this bit. I was waiting for him to speak it. They didn't stop to explain themselves, yet I wondered at what monstrous wild might survive in a place like this. See, that's one thing that annoys me with Pillars, and some other games too, but Pillars especially. I like the game to be fully voiced, and it's fine that some aren't. But I, as you know, I struggle reading some of the bigger words, the lore stuff sometimes, so I like it being fully voiced. But I'm fine if they aren't. But what I find very annoying is if you're having a conversation with someone and it's voiced, and then they try and like stop halfway through, or this was not voiced, the next version will be voiced. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand, well, character A, you're going to talk to here. You have to read it all. Character B, you talk to over here. They voice it. So voice the whole thing. Character C, you read it all. Character D, you read it all. Character whatever. X, over here, you know, you voice the full thing. Not do it in between. So not have A, oh yeah, we're going to follow my lines, and then I'm going to have you read it for 2 lines, and I'm going to then speak another 4 lines. Like, I think that's silly. Voice the full thing, or not at all. I understand the things in between, like, oh, he breathed heavily. That's fine, I can read, that's fine. See?
We should have taken our steel and pushed.
See what I'm saying? This whole conversation has been fully voiced up to that last sentence wasn't for some unknown reason, and then all of a sudden it's voiced again. Like, why? It throws you off when you're listening, because like you get into it, you're listening, oh, this is good, great. And then sort of like, nothing's happening. Oh, yeah, I gotta read this one. And then you get to the point where you start keep reading them, and then you'll be like, we should, and then she talks over you, and I just like I said, fully voice the character, or don't fully voice the character. Don't voice 5 of the lines and then have 2 lines where you don't voice, and then suddenly keep voicing that character lines. It's silly. Ideally, I prefer to voice the whole thing. There we go again. Oh, no.
What's to say they didn't come from the east? From the lands maroons so coveted?
Okay. See, that one threw me again because I thought it wasn't going to be voiced, and then it was.
It was a punishment for taking this gift of Obsidian, the White Forge, and squandering it on our greed and vanity.
Your voices say nothing, but you feel their doubt and dissent in the stifling heat of the forge. So like, that's fine, because its thingy is supposed to be something like, give you more background. Go on.
We retreated until there was no place left to go. Until those of us who remained were here.
Here, with the salvation Obsidian had
stupid.
left us.
What was this salvation?
The White Forge. With it, our smiths pulled the souls from our bodies and preserved them in the very stones of Durgan.
Oh, that's how you're talking to us, and then bringing the spirits up. Agony.
It was agony. Feeling your soul ripped from your flesh. Feeling every part of you torn
We have some others who
asunder.
knows about that.
But it saved us.
Imprisoned us.
It was Obsidian's grace. Now, we inhabit the monument our people built to
Do
the White
Adon.
Forge.
How does the White Forge work? Seeing now you're here. Do Adon.
The White Forge belongs to Obsidian, of course. It is here that he built his own body.
Oh, you're not in it?
And whether he found this place or created it, it's a truly remarkable smithy.
We
Pagrunin.
Pagrunin are wanderers by nature.
Pagrunin.
But it was Obsidian's call that led our forefathers here after generations spent along the Pearl Coast. And
See, that's why I
Air
like it being fully voiced, like Pagrudian. I'm probably going to forget that later when I have to read it again, but Pagrudian. Remember Skill across what the guy I say, like Pagrudian? Pagrudian? I don't think I had the Pagrudian hunting close. And like that, Irklaf, Glenlaugh, how he said it. And I like the being voiced because then you don't have to worry about if you can't say it. And of course, when you voice it, when you hear it again, it pricks your memory up easier. Like if you know down the line someone goes, "Oh, when we were at Aglaphia for Aglath a bit." Oh, Aglath, yeah, well, we've been there. But when you're reading it, it's like Aglathi. I don't even remember if I read it before because I'm probably reading it different this time than I did the first time round.
So the old stories say. Then again, I can't see any other reason our grandfathers would have stayed here when greener lands lay east.
How does the White Force work?
Its fires have been blessed by Obsidian. They're fed by Aora's molten heartbeat and veined with Audra that runs to the center of the world.
Wow. And that's very, very deep. Plus, this world's supposed to be really, really small compared to Earth.
Which explains their conductive power. See, these Audra veins allowed us to
SSDs.
siphon essence into steel as we shaped it.
Okay.
And that essence, the extraordinary heat of the forge, and our smith's skill is what made Durgan's steel
Wow.
so remarkable.
And see? And now you're here in Dungan Battery. I see, sorry.
Stuck here, you mean?
Guess we need to free
With
up.
all the others who sought to escape the Eyeless.
Well, technically, if you put yourselves in the things that before you attacked us with them when we had to kill them, you could probably have left. I think you could help them. Maybe you could transfer them into, like, what happened to her. They might be willing to do it. Is that a bad thing? The others who sought to escape this Eyeless deserve the passage of centuries in peace and solitude. That would be perfection. Trapped here and never experienced anything new sounds maddening.
Had we thought longer on the fate that awaited us, we might have chosen a quick death to this slow agony.
Maybe if they can actually leave and sort of see the world again, they'll be fine.
Blasphemy! There's no greater honor than remaining here, watching over the White
So,
Forge.
how dull. That does sound appealing. Easily entertain her. Suppose that's one way to look at it. I had to listen to you on this journey. You've entertained her.
The long vigil is a quiet duty, but a noble one,
Okay.
nonetheless. I only wish we could protect this humble monument better.
Yeah, because you said we're villains in here and we'll do what we want. Or do something. Oh, it's talking.
Or do something. Anything. We were once among the greatest smiths in the known world. Tell me, do kids still speak of us?
Still regarded as mastersmiths. The world has moved on. You're barely a blot. Wow. Matter now. Let go of this obsession with your reputation. It's good to know.
That is good to know. It's only a shame that this legacy is nothing but a memory.
Gentle warmth.
Is this why you braved the restless souls of Durgan's battery? To recover the process of Durgan's steel?
To learn how Durgan's steel was made. None have ventured to Durgan's battery for 200 years. This was reason enough for me. I'm hunting a group called the Lenden Key. They were sneaking away into the battery. There's a village called Starwood that's fallen in hard times. They asked me to find the White Forge. I heard there's a bounty in priceless wealth. All of them, isn't it? Demonstration, you feel a softening in the essence of the program. One moment, each soul and fragment is distant, and in the next, they form an intangible host. You perceive them as a school of fish caught in a tide, a flurry of snowflakes on the wind, apparently full of fragment spies. Then I hope you're satisfied.
Then I hope you're satisfied with what you found.
They don't do it like that.
At least you get to
We need to help
leave
them
this place.
somehow. Good to be remembered, however briefly.
But it was good to be remembered. However briefly.
As the souls of Durgan's battery speak to you, their collective essence takes shape, much like Morron's did. There are scores of them, all torn by conflicting purpose and trapped in the memory of their lost battle. You taste the bitterness of their uncertain existence and feel the present ache of centuries. Slow, agonizing fate, but you find it in your power to grant them another. Oh. Okay, what's my choices? Release them from Durgan's battery, you're free to roam again, return to the wheel and seek new lives. That'd be good. Bind them to the cannons, defend Araden's forge and the fortress you built around it. Bind them to White Forge, tend to your legacy, remain here and tend your skills to others. Oh, sugar. Because it's Mix, he wants to stay, she wants to leave. Can I ask him? Okay, why does it have to be one or the other, you know? Why does it gotta be like, you know, one definite thing? Why can't I pick? Sorry about that noise, I was leaning back in my chair, I'm trying to figure this, that's probably why I'm a bit further from the mic now. Release them from Durgan's battery, you're free to roam again. Seek new lives. So with that, theoretically, if what I'm saying is true, they can be reborn like them other people who, but it seems that like dwarves get reborn, don't they, inside other people and share souls. So theoretically they get new lives. So technically going down that route, the ones who want to stay here could get a new life and then come back here and defend it. The ones who don't want to be around here just get a new life. Bind them to the cannons. That would defend the place. But I kind of feel... What good would that do? How does that help the village? Unless I go back, oh, move the village into this place, you have amazing cannons that are going to blow people to bits if they get near you. But someone may not want to move. Plus, there's a lot of people who would want to leave, I just banded them for another fate. Or, tend to your legacy, remain here and lend your skills to others. He wants that. I don't know if they want that. They're not all smithies. I feel if I do this one, that he could always come back. Yeah. We're going with that one. You perceive the tender connection between souls and the battery as you sever them. The souls cry out, some in relief, others in rage. See? Presence builds in Eva. Presence builds in the Eva, whatever, which swarms with essence of energy. You cover your ears and grit your teeth against the devastating hum that builds in the core of your soul. I do the right thing. Souls are just battery to return second life and death. We still talk to this? Wow, it's now a crafting thing. Cool. Refined dungeons, iron. Oh, okay. Refined dungeon iron. Requires 8. Well, 4 of 8. Or is, okay, I always get mixed up with these when they first do them. 8 of 4. So do I have 4 and need to do 8, or does it need 4 or so I can do it twice? I need money. This iron ingot has been refined by the fires of the White Wall. Okay, let's try. Okay. Okay, so it's 4 and I have 8. So I can't do 12. Okay, there we go. I'll do it. Forge is now available for your use. Has the unique ability to refine Dungan iron ingots. Multiple iron ingots are required to create a single refined ingot. A refinement, these ingots can be used at any time in enchanting recipes to augment weapons, shields, and armor with Dungan steel. Is that it? So how does that help? What's it called? The village.
I'm right here.
I screw up what I did? She ain't level enough.
Uh-huh.
What I was going to do, I have to always come here to do it. Scroll. Okay, so now what?
Ready when you are.
Or I did the wrong thing.
Ready when you are.
Faithful travel, forge and fires underneath the ore, walls of batteries, safeguard. Hammer dungeon, verse. Guard captain. Maybe we've done it and we move on to this next. Found an anvil-shaped tile. Tile looks like something that may have come from Dungan's battery. Door battery. Can finally search for the White Forge. Read other mysteries within. Okay, well, there's pointed with that's all he gave us.
Not a problem.
Okay, can we go back to the thing and tell them about what we found then? Huh. I bet he did it wrong by releasing them. I don't know. Like I said, 50-50. 50 liked it, 50 hated it. And then I can jump from here and get down and go back to the thingy and tell the mayor, see if anything increases. And I can also go and tell her former master. Oh!
By the time you stepped out of Durgan's battery
Okay,
and
we
into
did
the
something.
new snow outside, word had already spread of strange lights rising from the fortress, and
Okay,
energy
we did it right
traveling
then.
in the sky. The survivors of Starward flocked to Durgan's battery, their steps hastened by the promise of peace and
Okay, well, I messed
prosperity
up.
at last. They mended their walls, gathered their strength, and prepared their town for the new opportunities that were sure to come. And with the voices of Durgan's battery silent at last, none heard the distant groan of something stirring among the peaks, as massive and relentless as an avalanche.
Okay. You have completed Positivity to White March. Part 1, oh, Part 1, nice. Get the next chapter of the story, rest in any location outside of White March. Oh, so we have to leave White March, rest to come back. That seems silly. And I guess with what... I forgot March. Rest beyond the boundaries of White March. So basically what I'm thinking, what it's done then, there's 3 possible endings to this. And depending what you've done is how Part 2 affects it. Did we? Nope. Jump. Down here.
Not a problem.
Guess we'll speed this up a bit. I guess run into something, did we? Oh, we did. Fudge. That's why I paused. Great. And we're not 100%.
Yeah?
Have I got it on?
You're
You know what? We're going to end the episode here, so please like, please subscribe, and see you next time to see if we survive this. Have a great one day, everyone. Bye!